All right, Trey, thank you very much. We're going to continue the conversation now. Jonathan Schanzer is a senior vice president for the research at the Foundation of Defense of Democracies. Jonathan, thanks for talking with me today. This story has been cooking out there for a number of weeks. Today, it came to a head with Israel saying, no, based on your support of BDS, that boycott, divestment, sanctions group against Israel, it's not their views, it's that you can't enter the country.
That's exactly right. And of course, the Israelis have been trying to bar other activists, people that have been openly trying to delegitimize Israel, weaken it economically, weaken it culturally. And so the Israelis ultimately made this decision. I have to say that it may have been a mistake in really one significant sense, and that is that I think that if these two members of Congress did make their way to the Palestinian territories and made their agenda very clear, I don't think it would have resonated. I think it would have been very plain to everyone who could see that their goal was to delegitimize Israel, to embrace this delegitimization movement, and therefore Israel may have actually lost an opportunity here by barring them.
So one of the representatives has family in the Palestinian territory, Rashida Tlaib, and so the question would be, well, would she still want to go? Because Israel is saying, well, you can see your family. It's just joining this group, this conference, is not something that they will allow them to enter the country for.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously a diplomatic issue. I think the Israelis should consider that and probably should let her go through if that's what she's looking to do.
Yeah, and that's been offered up per reporting. Precedent setting is my question now. So do you set precedent by keeping out two of our United States elected leaders from countries based on extreme political views like supporting BDS? I mean, it isn't exactly mainstream. But at the same time, does this set a precedent that maybe won't be too good down the road?
Well, I think it's important to note that there is a precedent for this already in the U.S.-Israel relationship. In 2012, the Barack Obama administration barred a member of Israel's parliament, a guy by the name of Michael Ben-Ari, because of his suspected extremist ties to a group called Kahana Chai, which is designated here in the United States. The U.S. did go ahead and do that, despite the fact that he was a sitting member of parliament in Israel. So it's certainly not unprecedented. I think the important thing here to note is that in both cases, with both of these legislators today, as well as Michael Ben-Ari, that they don't represent the sort of core of the political spectrum, that they are on the fringes, and that we have to remember that there's quite a bit of agreement within both parties about the U.S.-Israel alliance.
All right, real quickly, this is a 2020 presidential election issue, and I say that because you're starting to see candidates weigh in on this.
It is, and I think really ultimately the U.S. should stay out of this, let the Israelis speak for themselves about why they did this, and let the members respond in kind.
All right, real quickly, too, I had mentioned earlier as I was talking with the audience about things that were kind of popping off. APEC, the American Israel Public Affairs Committee, they have that huge conference here in the United States every year, tweeted out support of the two congresswomen in the concept of, and I want to quote them here, we also believe every member of Congress should be able to visit and experience our democratic ally Israel firsthand. Are you surprised to see them get involved in this?
Not at all. I mean, really, at the end of the day, this organization's goal is to ensure that there is a strong U.S.-Israel alliance, that they want to try to ensure that if there are any fissures, that they are able to be repaired. So I don't find this surprising at all that AIPAC would be out there trying to mend fences at a relatively tense time.
All right. Jonathan Schanzer, Senior Vice President for Research at the Foundation for Defense of Democracies. Great to get your expertise and time today. Thank you.